Shall we?
Let's go.
The movie you're making me watch today is in 2000 and it's
2020.
2020. Came out last year. Promising Young Woman, directed by Emerald Fennell. Is that how you say her name?
I think so.
This was a pick from Shake.
Shake.
Thought I was gonna say Schwartz. Jake, what's your one word? Two words.
Sounds like
2
you
words or
don't know
less,
anything.
maybe.
2 words or less. We get options this time. Cool.
I feel like 2 words is better than 1 word. It's like
Well-
you could say like something-esque.
Sure. I've only prepared 1 word. My 1 word is surprising.
Oh, I'm gonna ask why. Schwartz.
All right.
Well, now that I get 2 words, I'm gonna go got him, because she got them all.
She got them all, but spoiler, she also got them all.
Spoilers.
Whoa! Don't say that.
I have many words for this, but I think my favorite word
You
is
get 2.
yeah, but 2 of my they don't really go together. No.
Okay, fine.
Macabre.
McCabe.
Macabre.
Okay.
Do you pronounce the R at the end of macabre?
I don't know, but that's a good word.
Macabre.
That's a good word.
Yeah, that's it's a macabre movie. Jake, what is this movie about?
What is this movie?
What do you think this movie's about?
This movie, I mean, thematically, I think it's about a lot of things, but like, are you like story wise? It's story wise is really interesting because it's like you don't really know what it is about until it gets to there in a way, if that makes sense. Like it very unravels itself in a very interesting way. It's
billed as a thriller, right? Which I'm not sure I
think
agree
so.
with that.
It had suspense to it. It was suspenseful, I think. Thriller, not as much because it wasn't like action necessarily, but there was like definitely some like edge of your seat moments. I would call them.
At heart, it's a fucking dark comedy. Let's put it that way. It's a dark comedy in the core of it.
It's a dark comedy. It's a revenge.
Dark comedy. It's a revenge. I think I think the heart of it is a revenge movie.
But it's a different revenge
else
movie
comes from
because what sets it apart from revenge movies is that she plays within her means. She's not going all Denzel and Man on Fire. She's not all going Ninja Warrior. She's not all going fucking like
it's
murder.
A rom-com revenge.
She plays within her means, which is what the interesting part. Like and what happens to her is probably the probable thing in that situation, and that's what's scary.
Well, what's the movie about, Jake?
Well, the movie is about a woman that is essentially getting revenge, like out for revenge for something that happened to her friend, which eventually affected her. It was her friend was sexually assaulted in college, and due to that, her friend was very traumatized, and her friend both dropped out. Her friend eventually killed herself. At least that was
which
implied.
Was unclear.
It was never clear, but it was like clear that she was dead.
She's no longer
like
around.
Nina, the character Nina, which we never meet, is dead.
Daughter of Molly Shannon.
Yes. And
nice little cameo.
But yeah, like that's the interesting thing about it, because as you're watching it, at least the first time I watched it, I didn't know really anything about it. And the first scene is Carey Mulligan's character Cassie is just wasted at a bar, or what appears to be wasted at a bar, and a guy picks her up, takes her back to her his house, and essentially starts to sexually assault her as she's like more or less like acting as she's just this passed out drunk girl. And the twist is like she then confronts them about what they're doing in a way, but they don't show that initially in that first scene. They just kind of
shows that while he is in midst of sexually assaulting her, assaulting a drunk woman, is what we're seeing. She shows that she is not drunk.
Yeah, she essentially comes to life and she's like, "What are you doing?" And
but
then
that was
then
also
it cuts
in
to
the
opening
trailer.
credits.
That was in the trailer.
All right, well, I didn't see the trailer.
Yeah, so that's the movie. Going back to what you said, like being a thriller, is I think they did paint like that because in the trailer they show her looking at him and go, "What are you doing?" when she's not drunk, and you're like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be like a murderous rampage Travis Bickle type of thing or something." Actually, it ends up being more like a Travis Bickle type of thing, to where like you realize that she's so fucking damaged because she's got this one mission that she just lives her life for and has like no other life besides it.
Yeah. So which I thought was interesting about that first scene, because I was watching it, like I said, I never saw the trailer. I knew nothing about this movie going into it.
Nothing.
So I thought she was like, I'm like, is she gonna kill this dude? Like,
Oh,
for whatever
100%,
reason,
I thought she murked that dude.
for whatever reason, I knew that she was faking. I think based off of maybe like the little bit I did see of this movie, I just kind of assumed she was faking. So I'm like, oh, she's gonna fucking kill this guy. And then it cuts to the opening credits. Which cleverly they're like have like she's like, what is that, like jelly or some shit, like
she's
dripping?
eating a hot dog.
She's
eating a hot
eating a
dog.
hot dog. Sorry,
Mhm.
and then so
No,
it's like,
she's
what is that,
eating a
ketchup
hot
on her
dog. It's
arm?
not a donut. She's eating that. In my head, that was his dick in that fucking bun. I was
That's
like,
a better
this
way to
bitch
look
is
at it, honestly.
crazy.
That's a better way to look at it.
Ketchup.
So I even from like the jump, like that was a surprising scene. I didn't know where it was going. I thought this dude was gonna get killed. Cut to opening credits. Even the opening credits, I think, were pretty genius when it comes to that. Like, you think it's blood on her arm, and then it's like, oh, it's just this hot dog. And then even within the opening credits, she's like getting like harassed by like the kind of the cliche like harassment of like construction guys.
Yeah.
And then she just stops and stares at them until they're uncomfortable, and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
okay, we get it. Sorry. Like, I just thought that whole like little play out was really clever how they did that.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Also, like the people they used to be the bad guys were like super super
Yeah.
nice guys.
Like Adam
everywhere
Brody.
else you see them.
Yeah.
Adam
That's
Brody
what-
is like basically
like-
a little like pop culture icon.
Is that the
in a way.
new girl
That's
guy?
that's the first guy. That's the new girl guy is at the end. That's the
He's
what is
Al.
it? Schwartz or whatever, or Schmidt.
Or
Schmidt,
no,
the new
yeah,
girl?
he's
he's
the guy who
Al's
helps
he's
Al,
Al's
yeah.
he's Al's
He's
friend.
like, it's all good.
He's Al's friend.
Spoiler.
Yeah, you did
Al
nothing
fucking-
wrong.
The girl base. So yeah, well, I mean, continue.
Let's work our way there.
Sorry,
So
I got excited. The ending. I thought the
right,
ending was
no.
great.
I think the whole movie's great. But so yeah, we meet her in this weird setting, and then we just kind of see her with the book. I like the book too, because the book is like this another little thing when we don't know exactly what's going on yet. She's just like writing a dude's name and writing like what are those just like the
It's
the-
like
the-
it's
the
like Kill
five-
Bill's death list.
Yeah, the almost like she's writing a death list, which is you don't know what's going on yet. So it's just a slow
Yeah,
little reveal of
That's
what's
the
going
you're
on.
not
with her.
sure if she's killing these guys or not.
Exactly.
And I thought
At
she
this
was.
point, I think she's still
when
killing dudes.
When you find out she's not, you're like, damn, she's just really like making these people realize they're just not as cool as they think they are.
Yeah, because
But even
eventually,
then,
yeah,
like,
we
they
get there
show
too.
they show him the McLovin scene. Is that the next dude?
Yeah.
And that's kind of when we learn that she isn't killing the guys. I think, at least in my opinion, because then
Yeah.
she basically like that little scene that she had with Adam Brody in the first scene sort of continues, where she basically just confronts them on their bullshit and like, oh, is this what you do? Like, you didn't even know my name. Like, you're doing all this. You're acting like a nice guy, but look what you're doing. So it's more like a psychological fuckery that she's
fucking
doing,
with
which is
The fact that
Fair,
she's not
because-
Giving
killing
him something to think about.
The fact that she's not killing
Yeah.
him is actually what makes it cool in a way, because like that would be what you
Yeah, it's
it
mo-
would be
it's
about.
more-
It's like
it's more
she's gonna kill these
realistic
guys. You
thing.
fucked with her, and now
Yeah.
it's,
At
exactly she
first,
plays
when
by
I-
within her means.
When I
She plays by
realized
her means.
that she wasn't because in my head when I saw she didn't kill McLovin
Yeah.
and she like went in her book and started marking it in my head, I'm like this. I'm like, she's using a blue pen. I think the red pen, she's killing motherfuckers, and the
That
blue
could be
pen,
true.
she's not.
Or at least hurting them. At least hurting
Because she
them.
goes, you at least woke me up before you stuck your finger inside me. Where I figure maybe like she's like, oh, he woke me up. I'm not gonna kill him. Whereas like the guys that are raping her
Ah.
asleep, she's murking. That's what I was
Right,
hoping. At
still-
that point, I was
still-
like,
yeah,
I still
everything's
hope
still
she's
not
killing
clear.
somebody.
I think she's waking up before anything real bad goes down every time, no matter what.
Yeah, obviously she's not drunk. She's cool.
Yeah,
She's chilling.
that.
She's the predator.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. And that's why, yeah, again, like you didn't know. Like, there's a lot of weird little mysterious elements to what she's doing at first for a while. And you kind of start figuring out, okay, she's probably doing this because she must have gotten hurt in a way. And I like how they kind of make you think one way, then they eventually reveal another.
Yeah, it's a slow roll to show that it was her friend. Although even then, I was like, even to the end, I was like, man, was that fucking Nina? I was like, am I
Oh, you
am I
thought
being
maybe she was Nina?
being more bamboozled than I think I am?
Okay.
I think I was thinking too much into it.
Right. Well, like
She always wore
Ni-
Nina's
Nina
necklace.
Nina was mentioned multiple times around her. Like, they even met Nina's mom, and like it wasn't super clear still. Like, even her parents talked about Nina at times. So like it
Yeah,
wasn't
they were like a daughter. She was like a daughter to Jen Coolidge. Hey, cool to see Jen Coolidge still kicking it.
That's Stifler's mom, dude.
I know. I thought she was dead.
That just goes back. It's like a 90. This movie looks and
90s.
and just casted like a 90s rom-com, like you're saying.
100%.
And it has the
music.
it has the upbeat music, the
music was
upbeat
rad.
cinematography. I mean, the use of the Britney Spears song was pretty
Colors.
amazing.
Okay,
The
did she
Toxic song.
looked exactly like Britney Spears,
Yeah.
right? Like that was that
The
not a
toxic instrumental thing was awesome.
thing? I think she was like made to look like Britney Spears for that reason.
Yeah. I think they purposely chose a lot of stuff from that era and like kind of flipped it, because that was like sort of like they even reference it like when okay, we'll get to the end here. She does die at the end when that character that's played from Schmidt, he says like, what you killed the hooker or you killed the stripper? What is this, a 90s movie? I think like part of it was like that, because in 90s movies like that shit was like okay and normal. Like that was like a plot of a 90s movie. It's like, oh, let's kill a stripper and here we go. Like it kind of like flipped that like I don't know, that 90s machismo
Name
movie.
4 killed strippers 90 movies.
All right, we got
Very Bad Things, Peter Berg's first film.
It's the only one I can remember.
and there's Very Bad Things again.
Oh wait, About Last Night.
Again?
More Very Bad Things, I think is what it was called.
No,
the
there's
There was
more
no
to those
sequel.
movies? No way. What's About
that?
Last Night?
About Last Night, I'm pretty sure was they
never
killed
heard of
a hooker in a hotel room on a bachelor
Who was
party.
in that? Who was in that movie?
No fucking idea, but we can Google it.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Or it was like About the Other Night or The Other Night. I don't know. Jake, 2 more.
Fuck, there was a movie.
Oh, just Jim Belushi, Demi Moore, Rob Lowe, About Last Night. You guys never heard of this fucking movie?
No, so it's a comedy?
No.
Animal House.
Did they kill a hooker at
Revenge
Animal
of the
House?
Nerds.
I know there was rape in Animal House.
There was some rapey stuff going on, similar to what this movie explores.
This movie explores it in a little different way, though.
Which is kind of where I'm going with that. Is like it's movies like old movies where like things are funny, like rapey shit's funny. Like I like how this movie like flip the switch on that.
I'm sorry, did
it
you
was
say
like,
rapey shit's funny?
No, when it was portrayed as funny. This movie flipped that around when it's like it shouldn't be funny.
You heard.
And here's why.
About Last Night doesn't seem like the movie I'm thinking it was.
Yeah, I've never heard of this fucking movie.
A man and a woman meet and try to have a romantic affair despite their personal problems and interference with their disapproving friends. That doesn't sound like the movie I'm thinking of.
What I think is pretty impressive about this movie is that this is the director's first film. She's never made a movie. She made a short.
She's an
film
actress,
before
right?
this. She was an actress, and she also
Yeah.
was a writer on the show Killing Eve. She was a showrunner for season 2.
Ah, see,
Oh, okay.
me, big fan of Killing Eve.
Yeah,
Sandra
so
Oh,
Phoebe Waller-Bridge is the creator of that show, and then this chick Emerald, she was like Phoebe Waller-Bridge's like right hand.
damn, I didn't know that.
Okay. That's cool.
I didn't know that. I love Killing Eve.
Yeah, she did a
Sandra
great
Oh
job.
and the Russian chick, super good. Have you guys watched it?
Yeah, I've seen the first season.
Oh man,
I haven't.
good.
I've actually been curious about that movie or
Real
that
good.
show. I've heard it.
that
I've heard it's
movie
good.
That's-
better than this, or that show is better than this movie.
Really?
Hot
Oh, yeah.
take.
Way better. It's way cooler, way more style.
Well, there's also, it's like if you were to take this movie and make it into 10 hours instead of,
Well, also it's
you know,
about a
it'd be
fucking
way better.
her character's way more badass than this character.
Are you saying Sandra Oh or the Russian chick?
Both of them.
They're just fun.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a
I
different,
think
different
this
tone.
character's.
This
I
is a-
think
this
this
is-
character's just as fun.
I think this character is cool because
I
she's
think the Russian
literally,
chick in
like-
Killing Eve is amazing. Number 1, she's super hot. Number 2,
Yeah, she's great. But this character's cool because she's like depressed and like really hates everything, and she's got like one mission, and she's just really loves doing it. Like,
let's talk about Bo Burnham a little bit.
She loves it. She loves like getting these people fucking revenge because she knows no one's gonna do it. You know what I mean? And it's even just calling them out, like, and the shit that she does to Allison Brie and the Dean, the shit with the
Yeah.
my favorite scene in the movie is with the Dean's daughter scene. That is the
That's a good
cool-
one.
She
Oh,
fucked
yeah.
her up, dude.
You
The
fucked her up.
psychological
in my head,
fuckery is
in my
real.
head, hold on. Sorry.
Ruh-roh.
Wow.
In my head, I'm thinking,
I remember
damn,
my first podcast.
this girl's badass. No, you don't. This girl's badass. She actually did this to her fucking old Dean, but she didn't. So again, it kind of was disappointing. When I
Well-
thought she was eating the dude's dick, and then it turned out to just be a hot dog. I was like, all right, whatever.
You
I
literally
never,
thought
I
was
never
eating
thought
dude's
she was
dick?
eating the dude's dick.
There was in my head in the opening credits when she's eating that fucking hot dog, and I'm like, oh, it's fucking blood. She got blood on her. And then I see the hot dog, and I'm like, it's fucking ketchup. And then I'm thinking, oh, but what if it's not? What if she brings hot dog buns to these situations, and she fucking cuts the dick out and throws them in?
Yeah, you don't know
this movie
yet.
is
You don't
also
know at that
terrifying in the
scary,
fact
dude.
that what she was saying to that one dude, she's like, I'm not the only bitch out here doing this. One girl's got some fucking shears she walks around with, cut dicks off.
Right.
My head, I'm like, God damn. I'm glad I'm this might be a good sentiment. I'm glad I'm not 20 years old today.
Right.
I am glad that you're not 20 years old today either, because you would be in jail.
Bro, Schwartz. I'm not even gonna say anything about you, but I'm admittedly saying it's just like the shit that we thought was cool, that ain't cool today. The shit, and it's not, and we were on the tipping end of that. Probably like our older brothers and sisters, if we have that, they're the real like, oh, this was a big change. But like, I'm happy I'm not a teenager today. Like, I'm happy I'm not going to college and frat parties today.
Yeah, there's a lot of repercussions for doing
just the
littlest thing. I'm not saying
not even the littlest
like,
things. It's just the things
like,
we thought were
fuck up. If you fuck up on camera, though, it's always there, no matter what it is.
Things we thought or not. I mean, it's rough to even say in all reality, but like that's what this movie's about, is like what the things they thought were cool in college, the things they thought had no repercussions in college, have repercussions, especially and even more so today when everything's immortalized on video,
on the internet.
And it's
even Bo Burnham. I was like,
yeah,
did you expect that?
That was a crazy twist, right? That was a good twist.
I mean, so I thought the movie was over by then.
Was before this movie. I never seen Bo Burnham before, so when I watched it, I didn't know who he was. It wasn't until after, and I was like, "Oh, that guy was good."
I feel like the way they casted this with all the nice guys from like your classic TV shows, he was the ultimate nice guy. If McLovin wasn't the ultimate nice guy, which he's really not, he was like definitely trying to rape people, even in Superbad.
No one was raping nobody in Superbad. Don't say that.
The whole idea of Superbad was to get girls drunk and fuck them. Like that was the whole idea.
Yeah, but they were all teenagers. You know what I mean? They were all teenagers.
That's the thing with this
remember
movie.
The line, hey, remember the girl wakes up and she's like,
I'm just a kid.
I shouldn't have fucked that guy. We could be that guy. Like that is a very rapey sentiment.
All right, I can't really argue that. I guess I can't really argue that. I forgot about that line. You're right. We could be that guy.
We could be that mistake.
We could be that mistake. Yeah, it's true.
But they're pointing it into more of a, the girl just made a mistake and not the girl got raped. But
yeah, today,
even though that wasn't that long ago, today it's a different world.
Yeah, it's just everything's magnified because of social media. So people
this
can't
movie
fuck around.
Is a today's movie. That's what this movie is.
Well, you're dismissed by you saying that, Schwartz. You're dismissing what actually happened. Like you're saying like that what they did was okay in the movie.
No,
that's the whole point.
Okay.
You're saying because what, like you were just saying you got to be careful what you do because of social media, and like now there's cameras everywhere. So like if you do something wrong, you're gonna get caught, and that's essentially why Bo Burnham got caught. But like, is that saying what he did was okay?
But that's
no. Why would you think I ever condone rape? That's pretty fucked up to say.
I'm just trying to get at what
saying
what
that
you
on
said.
here.
Are we calling it rape?
Yeah, for sure. I think what they did was rape. Like I would never do that to anyone. That's
I think today it would be considered rape. But here's the thing: is didn't you want Bo Burnham to be cool, even though he was in that video? Didn't you want him to be like? It wasn't until he was like, "Fuck you, bitch! You're a failed dog." Like, that was excessive to me. I was like, that was unnecessary.
The thing I was saying,
I feel like that was just a real like stick it to him. Like every guy's a bad guy, even though Alfred Molina turned out to be like kind of the good guy in the situation, even though he was I don't know what age does to you, but
this is the thing.
I was hoping Bo Burnham was going to be the nice guy.
This movie's about everyone being having demons in their closet, no matter girl.
He froze.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
What I said was it's about just everyone who has demons. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It's
everyone has demons.
People the fuck
it's not
out.
like what she was doing.
No matter
was
what.
good.
And what I said before was no matter what you do, whether it be what this guy did, right? Raping a girl, whether it be you punching someone, whether it be you on tape stealing something, whether it be you spitting on someone, it's all there forever. That's what I was saying.
Well, if I'm going to give my honest opinions, I'm just sick of men having their reputations smeared by these lying drunk girls. And I'm happy a movie can come out and really show the truth.
For sure, man.
I'm happy a woman finally made a movie that shows the struggle of a modern day male. That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's both sides though, because it's like what happened.
Hold on. This is all a joke. That's a bit that I was doing just now. Let's not.
No, I know that. That's why I was laughing.
I have more, but I'm not even gonna read it. I don't. I feel like you guys are taking me seriously.
I'm not taking you seriously.
Gotta be careful what you say because it's immortalized forever.
That's what I have to say. Hold on, this is a bit.
Cut that.
This movie's about evil women getting what they deserve. I'm kidding.
Right, because it's very like everything comes into question too. Because like you said, like all these characters do almost seem like nice guys, but still what they did was wrong, and it eventually comes up. Because even like after, and there's like this weird like element of like self-preservation as well, which is kind of fucked up. Like they kept telling themselves what they did was like
even at the end.
Yeah. Like I think that after the dude killed the main character, his friend was like literally was like, "You did nothing wrong. This is not your fault." He kept repeating that while there was a dead girl laying next to them.
Yes,
like,
well, that's true. Number
themselves
one, because she came in with bad intentions. Also, number two, you shouldn't have your entire life smeared, your reputation ruined, no matter how many times you rape in college. It's college. We're kids.
Is this the bit still?
Yeah, that was my last one.
Okay.
Back to the review. You guys didn't like that, did you?
I mean, I'm laughing.
It's not a very jokey subject matter.
I mean, it's a great movie, and it's to not call it a bit of a comedy would be disrespectful.
No, this is black comedy for sure. At core.
True. They did a really good job with like having this dark subject matter and having this like light tone to it, especially with the colors, like how it was like brightly looking, but like just there was definitely comedic vibes. There was like fun parts to it.
It was 90s schoolgirl aesthetic with a 90s black comedy feel.
I think the fact that she dies is the best part of the movie because she literally goes out doing what she fucking like set to do, and she gets them all in the end. The movie was supposed to end with her body being burned.
Yeah,
and that's how it ended.
And the studio said, that's what the writer
said. That's the writer and director. Yeah. The studio said there's no way that they could go along with that, so they had to have her do something
the movie
else.
ending. But
I still like the way.
How would that? It ended with tying
it has to end more happier than that.
Ended tying a bow.
It was the bow.
Why couldn't it end like that?
I mean, because I feel like. Well, what I've verbatim of what she said is that she thinks that the way she wrote it without the happy ending is the plausible way, because her going to doing what she does it within her means. And if she literally got in that situation, the dude's stronger than her, and he's probably going to win any sort of physical unless she has a gun. And that's what she said. She was like, that's how it probably would end. That's how it probably would end. So that would have probably been more realistic, but it ends on a happier note.
And to also defend like the other version of the possible ending of like them not getting caught, it would have almost been more realistic and like a little bit of a dark message of like the men still got away with it.
That's what
that would have been kind of a fucking twist.
Point.
Yeah, that was the point of it.
But I guess like feeling like the revenge
Hollywood
was reached. I think they needed that. The revenge.
Hollywood needed that.
Yeah,
Hollywood needed that, but honestly, does it take away from the ultimate message?
No, I still enjoyed the ending.
I think it does.
This is the thing. I would have enjoyed the movie just as much if the ending was like that. And I'd have been like, damn, that was pretty fucking ballsy to end it like that. But I think Jake would hate the movie if it ended like that.
I don't know. I often like movies that are open-ended and open to interpretation.
But that's not really open interpretation. That if we never see those dudes get their comeuppance, that means that they won.
That's America. That's just American filmmaking. If this was a Korean movie, and this might be kind of what you're saying, Schwartz, it would have ended with their getting burned, them going like this, and him having his wedding, no problem.
And it would have been an ending where I would be like, holy shit, like
Right. It would have
all
been a dark
right.
ending.
It
It's
would've
almost
been
like
fucked
Sicario's
up.
ending when Benicio del Toro goes in there and fucking just slaughters the whole family. You're just like, all right, like that's how it had to be. That's how that just it's
That's
all
how it had
right.
to be.
You know what I mean?
That's the
This is the thing. I
that's his
like
whole
that.
mission.
What was crazy about this movie is that like she totally decides to like give up her mission, like because she's in love with Bo Burnham too. You're like, all right, well, this movie's just changed. And then when Alison Brie comes back and throws that video on her, that was my favorite part of the script. I was like, damn, like, all right, this just went back to being
that
what
might
it
as well
was.
have been the middle of the movie. It was
Yeah,
so,
basically.
like, I would because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, all right, this is cool. This must be toward the end.
Yeah.
Like scroll down, I'm like, oh shit, I got like a fucking 45 minutes left. Some shit's about to go down for sure.
Yeah,
As
for
soon as
sure.
I heard Bo, I was like, number one, I should have expected it. I definitely should have expected it, but because there was all clues leading up to it. Oh, I still hang out with the guys, like all that shit. But I don't know. They did a very good job of they did a very good job of persuading me that Bo Burnham was going to be the nice guy because I know who Bo Burnham is.
Mm-hmm.
This movie didn't. I don't want to not mention it. Won best screenplay this year at the Oscars.
Best original screenplay. Yeah.
Best original screenplay. Yeah. So
at the American Oscars.
I think yes, the American Oscars.
It also
and
won
the
Writers Guild Award for it too.
Yeah. So this screenplay won a lot, and I think there's a lot there for it. Like I agree with it. Like this is a really well written movie because of all those things, all those little.
What's the best part of this movie? Is it the acting? Is it the directing? Is it the screenplay? Is it the music? There's one best part. I say screenplay. Good screenplay.
Probably the writing. I agree, but all of it was really fucking good. All of it really
was interesting. It was interesting acting choices for the movie that it was, for being a first-time director. That said, obviously she was well seasoned because she's made hit stuff.
I was about to say she's an old. Not that she's old. She's 35, but like for a first-time director, that's not like super young. So she's already made other things, and she's already been on major sets where she's seen things been made. And
it's basically like, oh, George Clooney, you want to direct a movie? Come on, go ahead. You're great.
Yeah, and he's directed like 4 or 5 movies.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm sure if being you've exuded so much talent in every other aspect of it.
This is the thing.
Throw it out. Throw it down.
Showrunner on that show for a whole season. I mean, she fucking made that whole show for a season. Like that's pretty great. That show's pretty great. Killing Eve.
Killing Eve is great.
Great show.
Great. I'm a huge fan.
She also had to direct this movie in 23 days. It took them to make this movie.
What?
Surprising. That's
all filmed in LA.
Yeah.
That's insane. Is that insane? That's insane.
I think it's pretty insane.
Well, a lot of independent films because this is an independent film. I think it was like a $5 million film. That's like an independent film, really.
Yeah.
They have that's what you pay for usually. It's usually between 20 and 30 days.
Halloween.
And they had a lot of people in this movie, so the budget probably went a little bit more towards the acting because there were a lot of
100%
actors.
The Coolidge makes me want a hot dog real bad.
But the thing is that they just prepared really fucking well and knew exactly what they were doing. It's when they just fucking banged it out, which is really impressive.
For 23 days, you got to have
very well made.
You got to be prepared.
Yeah.
It was a well-made movie. The cinematography was great. The lighting was great. I thought like I said, I think the story, which is in my head is always number one, was great. I think that was
Carey Mulligan. This is probably her best performance too as an actress.
She was good.
She was good. Yeah.
I don't know. She's got like that Britney Spears like resting 40-year-old face, but I'm into it.
I think Carey Mulligan's probably like 35.
Yeah, she's our age.
So.
Yeah, she's definitely our age. Looking at her IMDb page right now. Actually.
I think it's funny. This reminded me of a little bit. It was Denzel and Man on Fire a little bit. It was this like,
but it's not anything like that.
Okay, I just won't give my reason.
Go for it.
It's sort of like that, like she doesn't have much emotion, but there's like a lot under the surface, and it's like it's there under the surface, but like what's outward is like a facade. Like it's this whole like it's this business out front, and she's just like boil under the surface kind of thing. Yeah, and like it's all about revenge. Like she's this damaged past, and she's out for the revenge.
She's like a super chill Gone Girl. That's what she is.
Almost like stoic.
If Gone Girl didn't
Denzel was in Man on Fire,
inflict physical pain.
Yeah, she's definitely.
Right.
This is her.
She's stoic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like realistic revenge. It's like what
It's
people
like
would
I
do
said,
now is just would
She
fuck with
reminds me
people.
a lot of Denzel. You're right.
She's just not. It's
You ever
within her
seen
means.
Taking
She's
a
not a
Pelham
fucking.
1, 2, 3. That's her.
Yep.
Well, Emerald
More of
also
the
said,
character is what I'm referring to.
yeah, Emerald also said that she didn't want to make that kind of movie of like this girl just like going around like blowing people away or fucking like strangling people to death. It was like she had to make it within something that
Realistic.
she could see plausible. Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the
like
point of the
the
movie.
way you put it. It's revenge within someone's means.
Yeah.
It's like if
It worked.
instead of Denzel in The Equalizer, it was Carey Mulligan, I would totally believe it.
Denzel in Equalizer was doing some pretty badass things though.
Yeah,
even,
with
even
corkscrews.
Man on Fire, Denzel wasn't doing that. Equalizer, Denzel.
And in Equalizer, Denzel is retired.
It's true. He's just a badass.
Anyway, Jen Coolidge, love her. Stifler's mom, come
The
on.
mom, yeah.
Bo Burnham, surprisingly good. I've never seen him act before. Didn't ever think he was an actor. Hated him immediately. Like right when he walked in, I was like, "This fucking Bo Burnham's in this movie."
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't really act much.
And then I was like, I think he's great. I'm
He
cool
killed
with
it.
I'm cool.
So, like I
with
said, I didn't know who he was, so I liked him a lot. I was like, this guy looks like a Ken doll. It's like a walking Ken
yeah.
doll.
He
And
was
then
like the perfect nice
first
guy.
time, the first time I ever realized who Bo Burnham was is when his newest special came out, where he made it in quarantine. That's the first Bo Burnham thing I ever saw.
Oh,
So
really?
I was like, this guy's crazy
He's great,
cool.
dude.
He's
But I went
hilarious.
back and watched like everything he's ever done, and I was like,
He's
wow,
great.
that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bo
Yeah, great,
Burnham.
super original comedian. I mean, he started on like
Yeah,
he
he's
was
like
like a
16
YouTube
years
guy
old.
when he was a kid. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he just
I think the funniest
from
thing he
there.
ever did.
Is he
where
not still 16 years old?
No, he's like
30 or
32.
31.
Yeah.
No
He just directed
way.
a movie called. He just wrote and directed a movie called Eighth Grade.
He directed
Yeah.
a movie?
Yeah, he wrote it eighth grade.
Fuck.
It came out a couple years ago, I think.
He's not
about
30.
an eighth grade girl.
He's 28 years old.
He is
Okay.
31. Looking at his Wikipedia right now.
Fuck.
31
Only
years
a
old.
year younger than me.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay, kills it.
Fuck that guy, dude. I'm glad he turned out to be a total asshole in this movie, which I didn't think was
he was great.
necessary. I did not think turning him into an. I feel like that very end where he was like, "Fuck you, you failed, doctor." I was like, that was a little much. But like, I was just like, they're not
right.
gonna have one redeeming.
This is the thing, though.
dude,
This is
but
the
it was
thing.
Alfred
But
Molina. I guess he was. In the
She's
movie.
not a very nice person either. At the
She's
point
not.
of where
She's
she
not a
is in
good
her
person.
life, she's a terrible person too for doing things. You know what I mean? Like she's not
She
the
has
best.
her reasons.
No, she definitely has reasons, but just because you have reasons doesn't mean you have to like do things about those reasons.
I have reasons.
You know what I mean? Everyone's got reasons. I'm not saying what she did isn't right. I mean, I don't know if I have the balls to do what she did. You know what I mean? She's definitely got some cojones. She's killing it, but she's not a good person. That's just a fact.
Did you know she's British?
Yeah.
Emerald Fennell is also British.
Yeah,
Emerald
but I didn't
Fennell.
hear Emerald Farrell talk English
Emerald
American the whole movie.
Actually, you did. There was a
What? She's in the
part in the movie where she was Carey Mulligan was like watching like a makeup tips video, and it was about like
Oh, is that her?
blowjob lips or something. That was her giving
Yeah.
like the
Ah.
tutorial.
You got
it
me.
is.
She had an English accent in it.
Yeah, I don't actually remember
Yeah.
her in the video.
Okay, bitch. Blowjob lips.
Everything she's played has been a British character too. Everything she's ever been in.
Fennell.
Yeah.
Except for yeah. She played the queen.
No, she was in The Crown. She played a character in the movie.
She
The
played
Crown,
in the
show
crown.
Yeah,
She was like some kind of a. She
She
was
was one of the main
Elizabeth,
characters.
Just on
probably.
British shows.
yeah.
Pretty sure
she's a
she was
British
an
actress.
Elizabeth. I'm saying I'm surprised the main actress was British when I saw her speak.
You didn't know Carey Mulligan was British?
I've never heard of Carey Mulligan in my life.
What? You never saw Drive?
I didn't realize she was British until
never
like
saw
around the time
Drive?
this
No.
came out.
Yeah,
You gotta
I've
watch
seen Drive, but
Drive.
if you don't think I only remember Ryan Gosling in that movie,
Have
is
you
she the
seen,
girl he kissed?
The Great Gatsby
Is she the girl he
with
kissed in the
Leonardo
elevator?
DiCaprio? Yes.
Ooh, that's a good kiss. It's
Have you
like
ever seen
top
Great
5
Gatsby with
kisses
Leonardo
or
DiCaprio?
whatever.
The Baz Luhrmann movie?
Yeah, I know. I
she
read the
plays the
book.
girl.
I'm aware
She plays
of the
the girl.
movie,
Daisy.
the car. I don't know the girl. I remember
Yeah.
Leo DiCaprio. Is it weird that I only remember the dudes in these movies?
Yeah, it's tough.
They're leading roles and they are hot. Leo DiCaprio's #1 90s 2000 star of all time.
And Ryan Gosling's
And
so
Ryan
stoned, you just
Gosling,
want to suck
I
him.
would fuck him now. Ryan?
Is it the one that's like the main lead? I
It's
think.
not.
Is this
No,
like
it's
You don't know who
big cat.
Ryan Gosling is?
No. Is this
Let me in.
for Carey Mulligan?
What about her?
I can't remember
What
other.
about Carey
She's
Mulligan?
like
We're talking
the
about
lead
Ryan
lead
Gosling right
in.
now.
Anything else?
She's never really been in the lead in anything. She was
She's
in
kind of
that Paul Dano movie where they were like with Jake Gyllenhaal, where they were like a couple and they were parents.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. That was one of those like slow movies. But
Paul Dano directed that.
well
Yeah.
writing.
And then she was in
Wildlife.
She was in that was it. She was also in
in Education, I think she was the lead.
She was in that movie with Michael Fassbender where he's like sex addicted. Shame. She was a sister in that.
Oh yeah.
Sex addicted.
She's been in a lot of things, just never as like the main person.
One. Yeah.
I never saw
Mudbound. She's great.
And she's a good actress for sure.
Interesting.
Drive is what I always equate her to.
Yeah, this one for sure.
I gotta watch Drive again. Yeah, I mean, this is the only thing I've ever seen her in, even though I've seen Drive.
Drive is Nicholas Winding Refn, dude.
I'm aware.
Where it's at.
I've seen the movie. He kisses her in the elevator. It's like that and Tobey Maguire's kiss in Spider-Man. Those are like the top two kisses of the 90s.
Oh yeah, fucking
the upside down kiss.
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dumb.
No, dude, Kirsten Dunst is great.
Do you think she knew she was gonna die going to the bachelor party? Do you think that was on her mind? I guess obviously it was.
The possibility was there clearly
because she sent the messages. And I'm just realizing that question's dumb.
Yeah, she knew there'd be a chance. Because she knew there'd be a chance for sure.
I think I had that question because I also heard that it ended with her burning.
Yeah. So I guess they had to like
that would
add
be
all
the question. That would be
end.
the question then. Do you think that was going to happen? And I guess I don't know, man.
I think she got in over her head. She should have been more prepared. She wasn't a weapons expert. She wasn't a person who was training in any sort of self-combat or hand-to-hand combat. Like I probably should have been doing more things like that. You know what I mean?
She just knew that there was a chance she was going to fucking die at one of these things.
When it happens, you're like, I mean, that seems realistic.
You know,
it's a brutal scene, and it's a long scene, and they said
so. Emerald Fennell said she asked her father-in-law, who is a fucking cop, and he was like, "How long would it take for someone to suffocate?" He said 2.5 minutes. So she made sure that the scene lasted 2.5 minutes.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
that's brutal.
It's dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's another one of those things that's like you just don't see that coming until it happens. And you're like, okay, that kind of makes sense. Because even like when she's laying there dead, at least me, I was like, is she okay? Like she's motionless for like for hours. Yeah.
They show her feet a couple times in that angle that you assume her feet are gonna go ding ding, and she's gonna get up with the knife and she's gonna fucking murk those dudes. And did you guys want Bo Burnham to come in and save the day at the end?
Hold on.
I wasn't expecting it at all. I think I was too in the moment.
But then I was like, nah, this is too much of like we can't have a man come and save the day in this particular movie.
That scene is insane. Like when he comes in and that dude comes in and he finds her dead and he's like lays on the bed. He's like sitting there. He's like, she's gonna get up, right? She's gonna get up, and she's like, no, man, he's dead. He's like, man, it's not your fault. He looks at her and he goes, man, it's not your fault. You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck are you talking?
And then is that the same guy that's running away at the end?
Yeah, that's that dude. That's the dark comedy aspect.
Okay, but real talk,
guy, you know what I'm saying?
Same situation. I'm handcuffed to the bed. You walk in. Same situation.
Schwartz is the exact same person as Schmidt.
What do you mean? Do I want you to do? You have the exact same response as that.
So you're asking me what I would do?
There's no way you don't have the exact same response as that guy. There's no way you're like,
I wouldn't look at you.
It's cool, man. You gotta get rid of this shit.
Cool, dude.
Yes, you would. Don't fucking lie to me.
I don't think I could do that.
Don't fucking lie to me. All right, you're right. This is just an audio podcast. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I don't think I could cover up the murder for you.
100%. You made the right decision.
What's fucked up about that too is like it was that guy's video who put her over the edge.
Oh yeah. Well, it was
which guy?
Yeah, the Schmidt guy.
Is the guy that raped
from New Girl. Joe, I think, was
girl, the guy that raped Nina is the guy that kills her.
Yeah. But the Schmidt guy is the guy who was taking the video.
But it's also fucked up with that character because like they paint him to be almost like a nice guy, which makes you question so many people in the movie.
Nice.
Jake, right there, what you just said is the point of this movie. Is
exactly.
They don't paint him to be the nice guy. They are the nice guys.
Back in the day. That's it. Yeah. That's what it is. That's the point of this movie.
like he's even like,
The
oh,
point of this movie is everyone does
fuck.
fucked up shit.
Exactly. That's what I just said. Everyone's got
Yeah.
fucking skeletons in the closet. I'm not saying everybody's done something as bad as raping somebody because that's
Schwartz
fucked
has,
up.
but listen.
No, I have not.
What? I'm sorry, what?
That.
Sorry,
While
Anthony,
sleeping.
Killed a guy. There's FYI.
I killed 2 guys.
Yeah, 2 guys.
2 guys.
I've got addresses if you
No,
need
yeah, it makes you
Let 'em
question
know.
people.
Let 'em know.
It
Come
could
at
be
me,
anyone.
bro.
It could be anyone, man.
I'll
And
kill
you can
with
suppress
my
that
dabs.
shit.
Yeah.
And as the years go by, the easier it gets to not fucking care about it, I'm sure.
Right.
Time fucking is pretty bad, man.
Because it's all about like I said earlier.
I'm
like
sure because I have no idea.
The self-preservation shit's
You
crazy.
can't fucking compare it. Like, have I done something in my past that I like regret because of emotional or something? Sure.
Thanks for
but I've
listening to
never
making me watch movies.
done anything like this.
Right. No, we've all done questionable things.
Yeah, you
Fuck
don't
Depends on the
yeah.
level.
regret.
Hey, if someone brought up my past for some shit, I'd be like, hey man, yeah, but you want to kill me, kill me.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever done anything this bad to where people would want to kill me though. I've never
Yeah.
You've
For
done
sure.
a couple things that make me want to kill you, Schwartz.
Same.
Yeah, but but you guys are being dramatic.
I'm just not a murderer.
I'm
You would
also
kill
being
someone,
dramatic,
probably.
but like
I would not kill anybody unless I was defending my life.
I disagree. I feel
What
like,
if someone
I feel
was
like I could see you
trying?
do it. I feel like I
What
could
if
see you
someone
kill
was
someone
trying
just
to
for fun.
carve the name of the woman you raped into your chest? Would you kill them?
Yes.
So you have raped.
But that's not. So you hate the
Got
coach.
Got him.
So,
Wow.
thanks for listening to making me watch movies.
If someone was trying to kill me, no matter what it
No,
was,
she's
whatever
not
they
killing you. She's
said
just
I
going.
was doing,
She
or
is going to carve the
Yeah,
name of
okay,
the
so if you're
woman
gonna
you raped.
carve something in my chest, no matter what it is, I'm gonna defend myself.
You're gonna kill her?
I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to get her off me. I didn't
But-
ever rape nobody, so no one would be trying to do that to me.
But let's say you did rape somebody.
But I would never do that.
But
Let's say-
hypothetically,
let's say- all
Matthew
right.
Schwartz raped somebody.
How about we say this? Let's say I knew you did it twice in one day to somebody, and I was trying to keep it a secret, but she was trying to carve your name in my chest because I was keeping it a secret.
Would you kill her?
I mean, I would.
You would let
defend
her
myself.
carve Anthony into your chest? What
I
if she
would
wrote
defend
Tony?
myself.
It'd be like twice as many times.
I would defend myself by
Oh.
whatever means possible, and it ended up that she died. So be it.
So you would kill her for writing my name into your chest, even though you didn't do anything wrong?
If someone was trying to carve something into my chest, you're going down.
They're going dead.
What if
going
you're
down
handcuffed
the
to
fucking
the
time
bed
down.
frame?
Wow.
Then I fucking break the chain. And
You're a chain
smother it.
breaker?
One chain. It only took one chain to break.
He didn't break the chain. He slipped out.
Slipped it
Oh, he
out.
did.
And,
My bad.
and let's be honest, furry handcuffs are never real
never strong
handcuffs.
enough.
No.
You guys know.
Yeah.
I mean maybe.
So in that fact,
She-
like she
she
didn't go in
fucked up
there
a
with a
little
good
bit.
fucking plan, man.
Yeah,
she
she fucked up
fucking
a little
rushed
bit
that
there.
shit.
piss poor planning prevents.
Also,
Yes.
I thought there was
So, you know.
something interesting about this is the first time it seemed to be the first time that she was like using violence too.
Definitely.
And then violence
100%.
backfired. So.
100%.
There's a
Well,
lot of
that's
interesting
but it's
things.
not the first time
It's
we
the
saw
plausible
her
thing.
have
Yeah.
violence in response to her actions. Like I think there was a few times where we saw her come back from like one of her dates and she was all bruised up.
What we haven't talked about is Alfred Molina's character. That was probably the most interesting one. That
He
one
was
pretty
the
crazy.
one redeeming
the
male
only
character.
redeeming one. Exactly. He was the only one who actually fucking was been thinking about what fucking happened, and that's
You know
why
why?
she just
Because
took
he
his
was in a
apology.
movie called Not Without My Daughter.
He remembered. He was like, "This is fucked up. I can't be
He's
doing
like,
this."
I remember my daughter. She was in Iran and Sally Field had to get her out.
Yeah, I think that's like a cool, interesting theme because it even goes back to the Al character because it's about like the accountability of what you do as well. That's a theme in the movie because it's the
The casting of this movie was phenomenal.
right because it's about like how like what even those guys they didn't think what they did was wrong, and like you saw the effect on what they did. Like so it's like they. And then I think Alfred Molina was the one character that realized, oh, what he was doing was wrong.
I
and
don't
then he
think
tried
that
to took-
I don't think they didn't think what they did was wrong. I think they are trying to justify what they
Ye-
did.
Well,
that-
they
yeah,
expressed it and
let's-
accepted it like fucking
I
psycho.
think so.
Exactly.
because
And
they were
that's not
kids. They
psychopaths.
justified it. They let it
Those
go.
are dudes.
Yeah,
Those
exactly.
are dudes from the '80s. Those are dudes
Yeah.
from the '90s. Like
There's probably
these are
dudes
not
doing that now.
psychopaths.
To
Don't
be honest.
act like you don't know dudes that aren't doing that now.
I mean, I don't know anybody personally raping people blatantly.
But don't act. I mean, it's just an obvious. It's just an obvious thing that's
No.
happening. You know.
That's fucked up. We shouldn't be making fun of that.
Yeah, someone sounds real guilty. So moving on. The ending
always have
was
the
it
right thing to
satisfactory?
say. I mean,
I
Was
liked it.
everyone satisfied?
the fact
I
that
still
they
enjoyed
went
it.
down is way more
Yeah.
satisfying than her getting burned to fuck alive.
But
But at
would
the
you
same
rather
time,
have
is it
had
a
it?
better ending? I don't know, because
I don't know either.
I like things that are pretty like just in your face, pretty like this is it, you know what I mean? But they deserved what they got. They needed to get their comeuppance, and the fact that they got them is satisfying. So yes, I like the ending.
What if the movie ended with the wedding, but nothing happened? It just showed the movie was just a beautiful. The ending was just a beautiful wedding.
That'd be
and it
That would've
just
been
faded
crazy.
out.
that'd be fucking weird too.
That'd be.
That'd
I
be
think that
crazy.
would be as fucked up as she wanted it to end initially, with just them burning
Yeah.
her, cutting to Bo Burnham and them cheersing, and the cops not coming, and them just having a good time, and then credits rolling. I think that would have been even rougher than just the ending of them, because the ending of them burning her was almost comedic.
Yeah, that whole scene is comedic. I think that's how that the tone of this movie is pretty. The balance of it's pretty awesome, because it literally, when they're singing the Paris Hilton song in the fucking bodega and they're in a music video, it's like total rom-com. When she's doing these things to these dudes, like fucking scaring the shit out of them and fucking making them realize what assholes they are, it's total fucking like revenge thriller. And then it's a fucking like fucking murder. The main character gets murdered. The tone of this movie is like really awesome, and it's handled pretty well, because you're never like, no, that shouldn't have happened like that. You're like, damn, that was pretty ballsy. And I think if it ended with the fire, that would have been the ballsiest thing she could have possibly
It
done.
would have been the ballsiest in terms of just filmmaking.
Just filmmaking. And I
Okay.
think she wanted
Jesus.
that. And that's what
She
I like
went
about her, is
far.
that was her fucking original plan, was that
Yeah.
it.
Like
Yeah,
imagine
oh.
the last shot was him kicking her colorful hand into the fire pit.
Holy
and
shit.
Then just cut to credits. That'd be fun.
I might have been like, dude, this is one of the best movies I've ever seen, because I was
Then-
like, who ends a movie like that?
Then it would have been Korean.
I
If
still
it
would've liked
ended
that.
like that, that's how a
Yeah.
fucking Korean fucked up movie would.
But dude, do you know how many people
with
have like
zero redemption?
For sure-
Just like
for
a
sure.
lot
you
of
want
people have a
revenge?
problem with
This
that
is
part of
how
movie.
revenge ends every
Yeah.
time.
I feel like
Oh,
the
exactly,
ending is
exactly.
the most polarizing part of this movie.
100%. And it's the one that people have a problem with, like you're saying.
It's
polarizing.
the ending everyone
best
wanted,
one.
but it is not the most realistic ending.
Well, even her dying is what I'm saying. Like her dying, like people were pissed. Like people were like, "What?" And then like,
She
Yeah,
says
it
in
was
the
shocking.
beginning, though,
Like
doesn't
you
she?
Yeah.
don't see that shit coming.
yeah,
That she fucking gets killed. Like the main character that you're
Doesn't
rooting.
she say she
well,
died?
that's
Like
rooting for the
she
whole time.
dies in the very beginning? Doesn't she say, "I'm dead now"?
maybe I don't
No.
know.
I think in the I think in some narrative,
There is zero voiceover in this movie. No, that never happens.
So what do you
That never
what do you
happens.
think about Alison Brie's character? She was like one of the worst, man. I hated her a lot
she
too.
was just another one of the dudes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she
another
played it
one of
well.
those-
She played
yeah.
it real well.
Alison Brie's great. Yeah.
Yeah, she played that shit pretty well.
I like how I
And-
forgot about her until the end. I wish she would have never told her what the truth was.
She comes in with the most
Right.
fucking brutal fucking.
Here's my
plot
question.
Just hey, here's the guy you love. He was there. It's partly his fault.
What
Kind of thing.
was
That was
the
what she
other
delivered.
dude gonna do to Alfred Molina?
What dude?
I don't know. I
Wait,
don't
what
know.
dude?
I liked how they left things mysterious. Like there was
So
a dude outside
after
of
she
Alfred
met
Molina.
with Alfred Molina and he was like I can never forgive myself, and she's like, I forgive you. Like,
Yeah, yeah,
cool.
yeah.
She goes outside and
Yeah.
that creepy dude's waiting outside, and he's like, you want me to go in? And she's like, nah, you don't have to go in anymore. And he's like, I still get paid though, right? And she's like, yeah, I'll pay you.
Oh, so she was probably just gonna have the shit kicked out of him.
I don't know about that. I think it was another
That's a
one of
good
those
hypothesis.
psychological fuckeries. It's
So
hard
maybe
to
he
say
was
what it
gonna like,
was.
follow him around or something.
Yeah, because again, like she only made it.
I
like,
don't know. I'm
she
curious
made-
as to what she was gonna do to him.
Because she
I
made
forgot about
Alison
that.
Brie think that she was raped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alison Brie
Right.
Which
was
was-
not.
Allison Brie
or-
think that she
or-
fucked a dude.
That she
Or
fucked
yeah,
the
sure.
guy.
One of the
Yeah.
one of those scenarios.
Because in
She-
Allison Brie's head, that's not
she's
right.
married. Yeah, So
She
something
was drunk.
happened.
She was too
Yeah, she
drunk to
didn't know.
understand what was going on.
yeah, but she didn't know. So there was psychological fuckery there, and I'm sure that's what was the intended plan with the Alfred Molina's character, just like she did with the dean and the dean's daughter, of like making her think like something was going on with the daughter when she's like, no, she's just sitting at a coffee shop, idiot. So I don't think there was any violence. I never really saw any violence, other than there was one scene I thought was a little silly that they could have dropped, was when she attacked that
When they were
guy's
dancing
car.
with Paris Hilton.
No, that was I
was.
thought that was a great scene actually. I love that
That
scene.
was a
Yeah, it was
little
a good
much.
scene. That was a
I
good
thought it
scene.
was fun because
It
it's
was.
like
That was a good scene.
you don't know what love is, Schwartz. So
Emerald-
you wouldn't understand what like
Emerald-
how it feels
Emerald
like to be
for-
happy.
Emerald Fennell
I've
said
never
the
seen
reason-
Schwartz happy. I've known Schwartz since 2012. I've never seen him happy.
Emerald said that she chose that song
2011?
because
2009.
she said if a guy ever knew every word to that song, she'd fall completely in love with him. That's what
Right.
she said.
It's just funny. Like I think that it was just a good moment. But like the car, but her beating up the car in like a moment of like rage, I was just like, that was a bit kind of unnecessary. I don't know if they needed that scene.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I didn't mind that scene.
almost seemed out of
she's
place.
striving
I liked how
for
she realized that
realistic, and that guy didn't get out and punch the fuck out of her. I think that's the most unrealistic thing. But
I think that scene is her
Right.
realizing she's kind of going over the edge, like she's kind of changing and like doing things that could.
Yeah,
get her
that's
trouble
it's like
now.
she was turning from
Clearly being too
Estella
consumed
to
by it.
Cruella. Side
Yeah.
note: have you guys seen Cruella?
The new one, no. I guess
Yeah.
it's not a new one.
The
That's
Emma
just it.
Stone vehicle.
Emma Stone one.
It's Emma Stone, Emma Thompson,
Emma Thompson wrote it too. Fun fact.
Mark Strong.
Yeah.
Great movie. Check it out. It's a little long. Watch it in 2 sittings if you have the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch a movie in 2 sittings.
Cruella.
It's not good.
All right, then watch it in 1. It's fine. I think it's fine enough to watch in 1. I
Is
just
it on
fell
the,
asleep because it was like midnight.
Is it on Disney Plus for free
It's on
yet?
Disney Plus for free.
Is it free? Okay, I'll watch it.
Emma Stone, she's great.
She's awesome.
She's
heard
great,
good
and
things.
it's a great. What it is, it's like the Joker meets 101 Dalmatians. It's Cruella. It's the Cruella origin story we always wanted.
Yeah,
I've heard it's
that's
good.
what it looked like.
It's a good movie. I was expecting to
All
be
right,
like,
jeez,
nah.
why
Alright.
you keep saying that? We get
I'm just
it.
saying
Watch
it's a
the
good movie. Watch the movie.
All right.
Watch the
Anthony
movie.
likes
Good movie.
fucking.
He likes Cruella.
I
dude.
love
Come on,
Disney
watch
movies.
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Who doesn't love Disney movies?
Um,
hot dog real bad.
What are your guys' favorite scenes? I talked about mine.
One of my favorite scenes was that scene as well. The dean.
The suffocation scene. You sick fuck.
That was an
No.
amazing scene. That was one of the best scenes in the movie. The stuff.
That was
The
shocking.
Dean one is my favorite for sure.
I
It was
kind of.
just so fucked up.
Yeah, it was.
Like when she calls her stupid too. She's like, she's not that smart. She's kind of a dummy.
Yeah.
At the end, when
That
she
was
was
a
like
funny
tells
scene,
her
yeah.
that she's
Yeah.
cool. Hey, your
Yeah.
daughter's fine. She's a fucking idiot, but she's
Yeah.
fine.
I really like the cinematography in that scene too. The low wides. I think they're pretty dope.
I thought the cinematography all along was very, very well done.
Yeah, it was shot
Overly done.
on Panavision G series lenses. It looked pretty great.
The
That was
lenses, yeah, the
pretty awesome.
bokeh, and so geeky, but the bokeh was really
was pretty
weird.
great,
It was
yeah.
like, what the fuck? Those aren't like
Those
those
are-
aren't anamorphic, but they're
close.
super super long.
They're the big guys.
I liked it. I
Yeah.
liked it. I'm happy you brought that up because I forgot about that. I just remember looking at the bokeh sometimes thinking, this is a fucking. I want to know what the lenses these are shot on.
I like that this
Such
movie
a
just looked like a
nerd.
90s music video too. That was one of my favorite parts.
Super 90s. Purposely so. I think the music
100%.
was great. I think
Well,
the color
she-
palette was great.
She also said that like things like doing your nails and like hanging out with girls drinking coffee, like fucking like doing whatever girls like to do. Like she feels like sometimes that's what she said. Like she feels some of the girls get made fun of for that. And she was like, I like doing things like that. So I'm gonna put down this fucking movie and I want to show like how glamorous and gaudy I want it to be. You know what I mean? She's like, I don't give a fuck. Like it's my movie. And like that's what I'm gonna do. And I like that, you know. Got to do
Yeah, I
whatever she
think
wanted. She got to do whatever the fuck she wanted.
She put in what she knew. She put in what she
Yeah,
liked. I think that's
exactly.
cool.
Yeah. She got
What
to make
would-
her movie.
What was your opinion on the opening scene?
I loved it.
The one where you first see her drunk?
No,
Or
no, no.
drunk?
The dudes dancing.
Oh, I mean,
Like the
Yeah.
opening credits.
I think
what
try
was
to
the song?
set
What
the
was the
tone.
song again?
I think it was
Or
called
what was
Boys.
the
I
song?
think it hardcore set the tone. I was watching
Yeah.
it thinking,
Like
All
look at all
right.
these douchebags.
this is going to be the opposite of most movies of
Right.
this sort that I'm seeing,
Which is-
simply
yeah.
because of
That's
the
why I
way
liked
that-
it.
Luckily, I thought I was watching and thinking this is a little much. I'm not really into this. Feel like it's gonna be a super but then it like cut to them dancing to the actual music, like stop the slow-mo shit and just kind of cut to the and I was like, all right, it's a comedy. We're laughing here.
Yeah,
We're
this
supposed
is
to be laughing.
It's a dark comedy for sure. And I feel like that it tonally has to be for subject matter of not for it to be cliche and like so unoriginal too. Like this is a subject that could be so straightforward where you could have scenes that are so straightforward where someone tries to rape somebody and then they don't do it and then they get hurt for doing it. It's like this was a really creative and really really well made way of addressing this subject. Like
Another quote
Yeah.
that I heard, what's her name? The writer Fennell, what's her name?
Emerald Fennell.
Emerald Fennell say there's literally nothing in it in the movie, including the worst thing in it that you haven't seen in any comedy and laughed at. So like anything that's happened in this movie,
Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah, all these like silly rape scenes that are going on with McLovin and shit.
Yeah,
you've seen in a comedy before and you've laughed at. So there's no reason we can't have it in a little. I guess her point is there's no reason you tell. We're doing it a little slightly serious subject matter. I mean, a slightly more serious tone with the exact same subject matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an interesting take on familiar things, and like it was a lot. Even like she uses cliches without being cliche, I think is a good way to put it.
She was I mean, even at the end when he was like, "What is this? A fucking '90s movie? You got killed a hooker at your birthday party?"
Exactly. I like how they use that line.
Cliche for the purpose of cliche.
Yeah.
Well, in a time of remakes and reboots and meta everything, this was a fucking movie for the times for sure.
Because it was like, I don't want to use the word reimagining to things, but it was like it
was a woman's view of a very male subject, that's for sure.
Right. It was a woman's perspective, or like a woman's movie of what a lot of 90s movies were and are.
And a woman's perspective on two generations of filmmaking.
Like,
that's what it was.
It's like what happens to the women in those 90s movies. This movie.
Nope.
Of fucking making like high caliber things, and she was pregnant while she made this movie, so she was like a real fucking.
Is this gonna ruin movies that we've enjoyed in the past?
Like what? Like Revenge Killers?
Like Revenge of the Nerds or Animal House or
no,
because
this is the thing. If you I don't think the three of us are gonna ever think that raping someone is funny truly, or we're gonna rape anybody. So if you see a movie where you love because it's nostalgic, you can laugh at whatever the fuck you want.
But does that go for like R. Kelly music?
I mean, R. Kelly makes great music, but I haven't listened to him since. I'm not gonna lie.
So I still listen to Michael Jackson. So.
Yeah, people still love Michael Jackson.
But there's like debate about Michael Jackson. There's no.
I don't know, man.
R. Kelly.
I don't know. I think
R. Kelly still has.
There is less debate about R. Kelly than there is. About Michael
the
Jackson.
remix to Ignition is one of the best songs ever made. Let's not lie.
So like a party who doesn't get like a little stoked when you hear "I Believe I Can Fly."
Do you still? I mean, that means you hate Michael Jordan. That means you hate
Jordan.
What?
That means you hate
Jordan.
Space Jam.
I mean, Space Jam is like a dick, but Michael Jordan's pretty great.
Oh, so if you hate R. Kelly, you hate Space Jam, is what you're trying to say?
You have to. You have to. Are you still listening to Bill Cosby jokes?
If you're still a woke warrior, you can't enjoy Space Jam. Sorry.
No, not the old one. That's why they remade it.
And hey, listen, and the jokes that we're saying right here are the very same reason why you can laugh at Revenge of the Nerds, because you gotta laugh, right? You gotta laugh.
Right.
There's a lot of rape in the Freddy movies.
Freddy Krueger?
Oh, not even. Let's not even. Fuck Freddy. The Jason movies and the Friday the 13th movies.
There's rape? I mean, there's a dude and a girl fucking having sex, but I don't think it's ever implied that they're getting raped. Has that been a thing? I'd missed all that.
They always die.
What's that to do with rape?
I don't know. I think today would be rape. I think if they're drunk, it's rape.
I mean, I don't know, man. I think that I don't know. It's a touchy subject, dude. I mean, today things are just scrutinized so much more. So you're right. Like if you're making one of those movies, maybe you don't have two people fucking having sex, and unless like you have a thing where it says like we need to have sex right now, you agree with me, and then they say yeah.
We just need a consent scene. That's all.
Yeah, I honestly, before Bo Burnham kissed her, I expected him to be like, "Can I kiss you?" And then,
dude, fun fact: she spit in his coffee for real, and he for real drank it.
I believe. That.
I loved that scene. That was great.
Awesome.
That was great. I loved it.
Fuck it. Spit in my coffee.
Because you can spit in my coffee. She goes,
do it.
Okay. And then he really
hold on. That was made in 2020.
Yeah, it was
post COVID.
Well, it was made. It came
they probably
out
shot this movie
shot pre-COVID.
Fucking A, they did. That would not fly.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
They almost took
Yeah.
that. They almost took that scene out because of COVID.
I bet they
That's
did.
not
I bet they did. I bet they kept all the rape scenes in, but almost took that
Read it on
scene out. It was
Wikipedia.
COVID.
Saw a YouTube video about it.
I hope that's true, but I know it's not.
They almost made him wear masks.
Yeah.
Well, did
I
you
would
notice that
drink
there's some
a
TV
coffee
shows now?
she spit in. I'm
There's-
just putting that out.
There's some TV shows now.
It
that
was
supposed to
kind of
take
hot.
place, like now,
I'm into it.
that don't have masks or COVID in it, like the Dave show, Lil Dicky show. That's supposed to be like now, and they didn't mention COVID at all in that show, which is pretty interesting.
I'm sick of COVID. I don't want to fucking hear
Me
about
too.
it.
Fuck COVID,
Yeah.
dude.
I don't even know
I'm
what it
vaxxed
is.
and waxed, baby. Let's go.
You're not waxed.
Oh,
You shave your whole body, but you're not waxed.
I waxed. I used to shave. Now I fucking wax.
You wax your whole body?
Hey man, this is a different
You're
conversation
Italian.
for a different time.
It's
Let me see it.
relevant
Take
to
your
this
shirt off.
podcast.
No, it's not. There's
Take your shirt
nothing
off.
about this.
Take your
That's
waxed
relevant.
ass shirt off, dude. Let's see them. Let's see
milk,
those.
milk.
Let's see those slim waxed titties, dude. Are you frozen?
I'm not frozen.
He's frozen.
Oh,
What do you think the big cat's up to?
He's back. I just want to see your titties.
What do you think the big cat's up to?
DBC?
hmm.
He's not watching this feminist ass movie. I'll tell you that much.
Should.
He should. He'd learn a couple things.
Yep.
Simi
Big
Valley is
Cat
very
not a
repressive.
raper.
I'm not saying he rapes.
He's from Santa Clarita.
I'm saying he likes Animal House.
Even worse.
That was a super bad joke.
I'm gonna
Which
buy
one, the
it.
Santa Clarita one or the Animal House one?
Wait, what movie is that actually? I'm sorry.
You gonna take your shirt off or what? I want to see them waxed titties.
It's
Schwartz,
it's,
take it off.
Step Brothers.
Bust
So
'em
not a
out.
raper.
Schwartz, I want to see him.
Bro,
Bust
I'm
'em
not
out.
taking my fucking shirt off.
Bust
Dude.
them out, bro.
Where are you gonna rate this movie? Or you got any more to say about this movie?
You can rape this movie?
Any more favorite scenes? I think one thing I wanted to add about that, we were talking about the Dean scene. I remember it being, I liked the reason a part of the reason why I liked it is because we didn't know if what she was saying was true.
Who? Carrie Mulligan?
Yes. Like
About
we didn't,
what part?
about where
About her
she
daughter.
took the daughter.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
we
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know that she didn't take
No,
her
we did not.
to that dorm room.
I was into
At-
it. I hope she fucking did. I wish
Right.
she did.
Which I thought was like a little like that little extra darkness to this movie, a little extra dark humor, a little extra like unpredictability of like.
But did
where-
you think
where-
that
what
she
is
actually
going on?
did, or did you
Well,
think?
At that point,
I
though,
I
because-
believed it because you just didn't really, you don't know anything the whole time. Kind of, it's a very slow
by then though, you realize that she's not killing these guys or necessarily physically harming them. So at that point, I didn't think that she would do that. Like it's there, like holy shit, like. Did
Well,
she-
no,
But
you
it's not
don't.
like, oh, she definitely did that. You know what
You-
I mean? It was like,
you-
I don't think she would.
You
do
don't know
that.
about that
Maybe.
because you don't know what
You know
she
what I
did
mean?
with Allison Brie. Because in the previous scene, she kind of like gave a dude money, and he's just like, "Are you sure about that?" And she's like, "Yeah, room 412 or
Yeah.
whatever."
I think
and it was
that
kind of like,
was
"What
pretty
was
fucked
that?"
up.
And
Yeah,
that was
a good
very
scene.
ominous. That was very like
I think that was
indirect.
cool.
That was
Oh,
a
yeah,
good. No,
bitch.
that was cool. Like that was a great scene. That was one of the most like scenes where you're like, damn, this girl's fucking ruthless.
I like
'cause
that we got to see her setup too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah, the
and
whole
see,
ginger ale switch.
and then see how much it fucking affected her, man. Like it affected her so much.
And then,
Mhm.
did you guys pause on her journal to read what she had written down and shit?
No, what'd she say?
No.
She just plans. She planned her attacks out perfectly, every little detail. Buy ginger ale, buy champagne.
Nice.
Like she had it all listed out, and then she turned the page to the next dude.
That was
she's
her whole life,
meticulous.
dude. Her
Yeah.
whole fucking life was based.
That's
on
all
it.
She's
she
very
cared about
detailed.
until
She's
Bo
very-
Burnham came.
Very smart. She was a promising
Yeah.
young woman.
She fell in love with a Ken doll, dude.
Yeah.
So I was watching like some interviews, and they were kept showing the reason they
Did Jake
called it
just say the
promising young
title?
woman.
She's a promising young woman. Her character was.
Did
he just say
is because they kept cutting
of the
like,
movie
They kept cutting
in
to like
the movie?
news clips of like these guys handcuffed, and they were like, he was a promising young man, and he was accused of rape, and he had a
Right.
promising future. This young man, like that's why they named it, is because of all of them. Because, I mean, it's just the opposite.
No, it's really good filmmaking, really good writing.
Yeah. Because I enjoyed that part about her character too, like how all the people around her are like looked at her like, why are you only working at a coffee shop kind of thing? Like, what do you should be doing so much more, but she's so fucking
She's
traumatized. It just
got
doesn't
one thing on her mind. It's fucking
work. Yeah.
It's fucking revenge.
So rad. I love that she looked like Britney Spears.
Yeah. Carrie
90s,
Mulligan was a
baby.
good.
Was that the only kind of remix? The Toxic one? I feel like there was a couple more.
Well, they
Not
used
sure.
the Paris Hilton song.
Paris Hilton was
Yeah,
very.
but that was like the
song.
that was
real
the
one.
straightforward
There was
one.
that opening song, which I don't remember what it was called, but it was pretty good for the dudes dancing.
I don't know. I dug that toxic.
The way they used it was
composition.
perfect. Yeah, the way they used it was pretty awesome.
The
I didn't even
music
know
was
that was
really
Britney
good. If you
Spears
listen to
song.
like the lyrics in the music, even at the end, during the fire when they're burning her to death, or when she's already dead but they're burning her body, there's a song which I watched an interview. Like if you listen to the lyrics, you're like, these lyrics are a little ironic, I can tell. But I watched an interview with the writer. She was saying it's a song from The King and I, where one of the king's concubines was singing, and she sings a song about how he's a really not a nice man, but every now and then he does something really cool, and they love him for it, and that's why they love him. But for the most part, he's a fucking asshole. That's what the song's about. And it's perfect. When you listen to it, you're like, he's a good man or whatever. You know, you're kind of just whatever.
Right.
It's you hear the lyrics, but to know exactly why it's chosen and where it came from, that's a fun fact.
It's like people think "Born in the USA" is a patriotic song.
Is it not?
It's not. It's about like anti-commercialism and shit.
It's like
"Born in the USA." You know that one.
I know the
sing it.
song.
I'm not going to do it.
I've never
Yeah.
listened to the lyrics
There's-
enough to hear.
There's more depth to it than that.
the depth.
Yeah, there's some depth.
Explain to me. What's it about?
Taking advantage of the everyday man.
Schwartz, take off your shirt.
Schwartz, come on with the milk.
Let me see those shaved titties, those wax titties.
Come in
Come in with the milk.
Good one, dude.
Let me see those wax titties.
Well, you don't get to see anything.
Come on, Schwartz.
You gotta pay for this pleasure.
I'll pay you. What do you want? You want $50? I'll Venmo you $50 right now.
Venmo me $86 right now, and we're good.
And you'll take your shirt off on the podcast?
There's a possibility.
I don't want a possibility. I want a guarantee.
You don't give guarantees.
I'll give you 100. Will you guarantee it?
150 and a maybe.
You already said 86 and a maybe.
I know, but that time has passed. You blew that. You're not a good negotiator.
No, I would have.
Yeah, no, it's 160.
How much money do you want? You want the money or not?
What the fuck are you guys talking
Give me
about?
a definite. I'll take my shirt and show you my titties.
I will maybe take my shirt off for $220.
I'll buy you a bicycle.
He'll buy you a bicycle so you can have smaller titties.
No, I gotta get a bicycle.
Do you remember when Bo Burnham said that in the
You
film?
have a bicycle?
Yes,
That was a funny moment.
I do.
Do you ride your bicycle?
I ride my bicycle.
Where do you ride your bicycle? Kai Ramen.
Where do you ride your bicycle?
I don't have a bike.
Well, shut up about it. You don't know.
I
nothing
use
about
I
it.
used to ride
Bird.
my bike to Balboa Park a lot and around Balboa Park, and then
Next
Balboa Park
question.
and beyond. But that's
Nice.
me.
All right. Well, what else about this podcast?
I'm gonna buy you
Oh,
a bicycle.
The movie. Yeah, that was a weird comment. I'm gonna buy
That was
you
a
a bike.
I thought it was hilarious. It was just
He's
like
a
a funny
fucking
little.
weirdo. It's
In the moment of love, he's just like, I'm gonna buy you a bicycle. Like just a little celebratory moment. It was funny. It was clever.
Clever. I feel like he, given his profession, had a little leeway with his lyrics to the movie. If
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I liked him. I liked Bo Burnham's acting. I want to see more.
Bo Burnham was great. Watch all of his specials. His specials are all great. He's a genius.
The best thing he ever did,
Just
in
came
my
out with a new
opinion,
one.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Sainted.
The best thing I
at
think he
least.
ever did, because I went back and watched it all, he did a show on MTV for a season where he played a rich kid who hires a reality TV crew to follow him around and make a reality TV show about himself. It's
Yeah,
fucking
the Bo Burnham show.
hilarious. I know it's before that. It's like the first thing he ever did. He was like,
I never
20
even
years
knew
old
about
or
that.
18
That
years
sounds
old.
awesome.
Yeah, Danny and Tiara showed me it. It's fucking awesome.
I gotta watch
It's
that.
hilarious. It's like 8 episodes.
He's got some other good specials on the Netflix. He's got quite a few specials on Netflix. Not even.
I thought his
one.
newest one was fucking impressive, man. That's the first. Thing I ever
for
saw,
sure.
and I was like, damn, that was pretty great. That
But
was
he's
the
great.
one thing I saw out of quarantine that was really good.
Just his multimedia kind of performance art is really good. I've seen
He's
him.
good,
I saw him.
yeah.
I saw him once at like that. Remember when Tenacious D used to do that festival that was like around Halloween time? It was like
He's
Festival
great.
Supreme, I think. Yeah, I saw him there once. It was fucking awesome. Yeah, Bo Burnham, great
Top
guy, great
3
kisser.
Alfred Molina movies.
Terrible friend.
Schwartz.
Top friend Alfred Molina.
Alfred.
Spider-Man 2.
Boogie Nights.
Oh yeah, he was in Boogie Nights. What else was he in?
We
He's one
gotta
of those
be
guys that just in so much stuff
Hold
that I
on,
like.
don't
Got everything.
don't just blurt it out yet. We got one more. We got to think about it. If you think of one, like, be like, is this a good one? Because I might think of one too. Because he's been in a lot of movies.
Oh, you
You know
got
what, Jake? You're right.
top
Google
3
that
each.
shit.
Top 3 each.
Alfred Molina. I gotta look it up. So all right.
No,
So I'm
if we're
putting
No
going to
looking
talk-
up.
If we're going deep
no
No
into
looking
Alfred,
up.
I immediately think of
I
Spider-Man.
have my 3.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 for sure, and I think Boogie Nights because his character in Boogie Nights is even in for 5 minutes. Is fucking awesome.
Oh,
Spider-Man
he was in Magnolia, small part, but he was in Magnolia.
Yeah, but that's not one of his best roles.
No, not one of his best.
You
He
guys
was
are
just like
forgetting one
the
of his
boss.
best roles.
Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 is great. But
already
there's
said
gotta
that.
Be another one though.
Spider-Man 2 in no particular order. Spider-Man
Wow,
2.
he's got
Oh my God, how many times are you gonna
216
say
credit
Spider-Man
options. At least twice.
What's the other one you guys just said?
Boogie Nights.
He's coming out with another Spider-Man. Spider-Man:
Yeah, he's in the
No
newest-
Way
so-
Home.
In the
Not
newest
without my
Spider-Man-
daughter.
Listen,
Spider-Man:
in the
Not
newest
Without My daughter.
Spider-Man, all the villains from the Tobey Maguire ones are going to be in it, and Tobey
And
Maguire's
the
in
other
it,
guy.
and Andrew Garfield's in it
And the Garfield
as
ones.
Spider-Man. They're all
Fucking
three
Jamie
Spider-Man
Foxx is gonna be in
the
it.
movie.
Jamie Foxx is
in
gonna be
it.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man
Willem Dafoe is
2.
going to be in it.
Childish Gambino Spider-Man.
Maybe.
Childish Gambino is also playing that other guy that he played in that one movie.
That'd be you. You hate Alfred Molina. I got
Who's
it.
the third one? Anthony. what's
Alfred
the third
Molina's
one?
in so many fucking
What's
movies.
the
I'm looking
third
at it
one,
now.
Anthony?
It's crazy.
Spit it out.
I said 'em all.
Spitting his coffee, dude. Spitting
didn't hear
right
the
in his
second one.
coffee.
What was your guys's?
I don't know,
Justice
I don't know.
League,
Justice League.
Magnolia, Boogie Nights,
No.
Spider-Man 2. Those are my choices.
Magnolia. Come on. He's been in so many other movies.
Well, Magnolia is a great fucking
Name
movie.
one.
You
I
don't
gotta
know
look it
any
up.
more. He's
gotta look
in
it up.
216 things, and I only know of
he's in
3 of
so
them.
Many. He's in so many, and I'm gonna look at him.
Soon to be 4. Oh, he was in Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
He was.
Those are my 3. I can't believe you guys didn't
You
get
already
that.
said your 3.
He went
I'm
like
not a
this.
fan.
You throw me the arrow. I throw you the whip.
That's the guy. He was in Miami Vice.
He was in Miami Vice.
Who cares?
Who the fuck is Alfred
It's
Molina?
Indiana Jones. Not Without My Daughter. Spider-Man 3. Best roles.
Which Spider-Man was Not Without My daughter?
Or Spider-Man 0.
Spider-Man: Not Without My daughter.
Have you guys ever seen
That's-
Not Without My Daughter? I'm gonna
No,
make
I
you
don't
guys
know what
watch
that
an
is.
Iranian movie.
Or Promising Young Woman. That's my new favorite Alfred Molina movie. It's better than Spider-Man 2. That's for sure.
He's Doc Ock.
Well, in this,
The
he's
fuck are you talking about?
creepy lawyer guy that is redeemed when he does good things.
Yeah. Fuck
Doc
that
Ock's way
guy.
cooler.
Doc Ock's way cooler.
No, he's bad.
If
Guy.
Doc Ock and that lawyer got in a fight,
Doc Ock would definitely win. You're right.
Twice cooler.
Because he's got the fucking octopus things.
But I also like Cassie more than I like Spider-Man. But Spider-Man would totally beat the shit out of Cassie if he
Wrong.
had to.
Wrong.
No,
Wrong.
Spider-Man or Cassie would win the fight.
I don't know. Spider-Man's got some demons too, dude.
He was in Identity.
Revenge.
Alfred Molina.
He was?
Cassie's friend was raped and
Fuck a
then
lot.
took her own life.
Mhm.
Spider-Man let go the guy that killed his uncle.
He did.
So I mean,
Whoa.
it's fucked, man. Who do you think is a better villain? I'm just saying. I mean, better good guy.
Spider-Man or
You tell
Cassie
me.
from this
Spider-Man's definitely making more of a difference than Cassie from the movie.
movie? I don't even think we should answer this. You gotta go with Spider-Man.
You guys got
you gotta go with Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Spider-Man's saving people from trains and shit.
No, Spider-Man's a piece of shit.
What?
Remember that one scene where he let a bunch of people die just so he could save Mary Jane? Then Mary Jane,
who's a piece
and then he
of shit?
saved her.
Spiderman.
Yeah.
Spiderman's a piece of shit.
True.
Just saying.
I've only seen one thing that Spider-Man was in, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, all right. I can't argue
Huge
that.
piece of shit. Though.
I can't argue that though, because it's pretty funny.
Huge piece of shit.
Thorstein? Dude, when that Spider-Man is just framed directly in the little window in the back of the car.
No
that
one
is
can ever see this
so crazy.
because of woke culture.
That's so crazy.
Doesn't exist.
No one can ever see this thing that
I
doesn't
put it on
exist.
Reddit a couple months ago.
It's like something
Doesn't exist.
we had to make and then
Spider-Man, it
burn.
would pop up.
We'll watch it and we'll burn it.
Oh man,
I don't even know
the
what we're talking about.
the anti-Semitic director Mel Gibson.
What are these quotes from? They're from
I don't know what I don't know what fucking Schwartz is even talking about.
Talking about
Just saying weird words now.
Whatever.
You're trying to cancel Jake?
No, that's not gonna happen. It's funny.
I'm invincible.
I'll release it in time.
Well, yeah. Once the world's a little more anti-Semitic,
It's on Reddit.
there's no way it's on Reddit.
Okay.
You should not put it on Reddit.
But what? There's nothing. What are we talking about? It doesn't exist.
I don't know.
Should we rate this movie?
We probably should rank this movie.
Yeah, putting it at. I gotta look.
Cool. Good story.
This long list is now hard to rank things.
Oh, what do you got to look at your list before you rank it? Weird.
Yeah, right. I guess I'm just gonna throw it in there. 19.
Yeah, I'm just gonna point. Fuck this one. Here we go.
19. It's good, but it's hard to like. It's hard to place.
Oh
19
wow.
for me.
I don't know if I agree with that choice.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, it's one of
30.
those like where I feel like lower ones are still maybe better in ways, but then there's other ones that I'm like, well, I liked it more than this, so I'm just gonna put it here for now.
I'm gonna go
19.
32.
Out of 66 films.
I'm going 32. Right, where Nocturnal Animals is. Or Under Paths of Glory.
All right. What about you, Anthony?
You guys are gonna hate me. I'm going number 11.
Number 1?
11.
11.
Nice.
Why would I hate that? I love this
Yeah,
movie.
it's a good movie, dude.
I'm all about
would you
high
hate that?
spots.
I'm going number 11.
Hell yeah. It's great.
That is right below Harold and Maude. Harold and Maude is one of my favorite movies of all time. So
That's one of the best movies ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't put this in my top 10 because I respect my top 10 more than the rest of my 60.
Then you'd be putting it above Harold and Maude if it was.
Can someone take the black square out of number 10 for me, please?
Yeah, that's where you ranked I Saw the Devil, right?
No, it's not. I didn't rank that.
I mean, you tell us where you rank it. Otherwise, it's going
Yeah,
to
and
10.
where is it?
What movie did we watch?
Promising Young Woman.
No, I definitely don't put it at 10, so can you delete that for me?
All right, then where would you like it?
I don't know, I'll let you know in a few weeks. I just don't want it at 10. It fucks up my list. I can't look at it like that.
All right, well then let me know where you want it, and I will change
All right,
it.
right now, put it at 66, please. We'll figure it out later.
I Saw the Devil.
Last?
You want S66?
Yeah,
Put it
put it at
last
66.
one.
All right.
You know
Get
what's
that-
funny?
Just get that black mark out of the 10 thing.
Is that I thought you were saying 66 like vindictively, like we've actually done 66 movies. That's great.
Yeah,
Good
it's
for
pretty
us.
Good. It's a lot of movies.
I think we should go to 70 and call it quits.
Okay.
We'll see. I still like it. Maybe we could just switch shit up, but still good.
Any
Either way.
last words for Promising Young Woman? Directed by Emerald Fennell.
Check out this movie. It's
Fennell.
good.
It's good.
It's good. Good movie. Good movie. I'm surprised Schwartz liked it, considering how many women themes are going on.
I love women.
Same. You just don't like
I love
movies
women.
directed
Same.
by
I
them.
love- I don't know why you say things like that.
Shout out to the big cat. And
Slander is real, people. The slander is real.
libel. Libel? What's libel? Is that writing something slanderous?
They're liable, people.
Maybe.
Not liable. Libel.
Liable.
There's
Libel.
two words. There's liable and libel.
What's liable mean?
Liable and libel.
Okay.
Wait, liable? What does liable mean? Like libel and reliable?
Libel.
What's the difference between them?
Thanks for listening to another episode of Making Me Watch Movies. Promising Young Woman. That was great. Next movie we're going to watch is
Insert here.
Schwartz.
You tell
Oh,
me.
I have no idea.
You have a list. Pick one.
Oh, I don't have that list in front of me right now.
Bring it up. We got time. This saves me from having to do an outro.
I don't know which one I'm gonna pick yet because I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do it again.
Schwartz, welcome back. What are we watching?
We're gonna watch Shadow of the Vampire,
Starring,
Willem Dafoe.
directed by,
I don't know.
available on.
Elias Merhige.
Jake,
That guy.
don't use that kind of profanity with us.
I might be pronouncing that last name wrong, probably.
It's
Is
a
it
pretty great
Korean?
movie. No,
He's
like-
American.
Available on what
Oh.
platform?
It was produced by Nicolas Cage. Fun fact.
was.
What?
It was.
Yep.
It's a pretty fucking great movie. You guys are gonna be pleasantly surprised. Eddie Izzard's really good in it too.
Eddie Izzard's in the
Oh,
movie.
interesting.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen it, and it's one of those movies I've been kind of always curious to see.
it's an amazing movie. what
And
I'm
what's it
telling you right
available
now-
on?
Shudder. I'm telling you right now, it's Willem Dafoe's best movie. He's fucking awesome. It's about the making of the movie Nosferatu, the first vampire movie.
Say no more. Shadow of a Vampire available on Shudder. Which is it considered a horror movie then?
Yeah, you can call it a horror movie. It's not gonna like jump scare you, but it's definitely got like situational.
Is it funny?
scares. No, it's not funny.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like a dark comedy.
Is
for
it
some reason.
dramatic?
No. It's more of like
I'm just gonna
You-
go
you
down the line since
experience-
we're like
you experience the movie gains momentum and you experience it as the characters do, so it's very thrilling. I
Should
guess.
we watch Nosferatu? Should we have a knowledge of Nosferatu?
If you
before we
watch
watch this
Nosferatu
question.
first, that would be pretty awesome. Yeah, 'cause you'd be like, oh,
So
shit.
we are recommending before you listen to us next Wednesday. Watch Nosferatu.
Nosferatu is probably on Shudder also, honestly.
Is this
If you
a
haven't seen
a Mank
Nosferatu-
Citizen Kane situation?
You know
no,
what?
because
I
this
wish
is the
I
thing.
saw Mank before Citizen Kane. Vice
This
versa.
is the thing.
the other
This
way?
movie is fiction. That movie wasn't.
Okay.
This
That's
isn't a
interesting.
real thing. Like this is the
Oh, this
making
isn't
of
actually
Nosferatu, but
about
this isn't
Nosferatu.
actually about the making of it. This is a fictionalized
Okay,
version of
I
what
see.
might.
So
have
it's not
happened.
like Heart of Darkness. It's
No,
more
no,
of
no.
like-
This is a straight up. This is
Gotcha.
a pretty crazy fucking movie. I'm telling you right now.
Like,
It's
I
a
don't know.
fake
I don't know why it
BTS
sounds
movie?
funny to me.
No, it's not. It's
Okay.
not. It's not funny. It's not a BTS movie. It's a movie about the making of Nosferatu, but it's not like, okay, we're making a movie about how it was made. It's like just it could have went down like this.
It's
And
not a mockumentary.
Orson
It's not a
Welles would
mockumentary.
say that Mank is not necessarily a documentary.
it's
Is it?
not.
It's not a documentary.
It's
Well,
a
not a
fucking
documentary, but-
docu-style. It's a movie.
Orson
about
Welles
what-
would say that
Mank-
Mank
But
is
it's-
not true. I
Okay,
guess.
so it's docu style. Like, are there like OTF type things
No.
or
okay.
ITMs.
or
No.
whatever? There's no
At
talking
heart,
head
the movie's
shots.
about a director played by John Malkovich,
Okay.
who
What?
is going to
This
make
movie sounds amazing.
Yeah,
John
it's amazing.
Malkovich.
John Malkovich
and
plays a movie director,
Dafoe.
and he's going to make a
Willem
vampire
Dafoe?
movie. And listen, he's
Willem,
going to
not
make
William.
a vampire movie. So he takes his whole crew to Romania or Transylvania, wherever the fuck it takes place, and he tells them that they have a method actor that is going to play the Count, and it ends up
Who's
being
played by Denzel
Willem-
Washington.
played by Willem Dafoe, and he actually plays the vampire, and you're not sure the whole time is he a real vampire or not. That's
Who
what
else
that
is in the
movie's about.
movie?
Eddie Izzard, and there's probably one or two other people in it. but
Eddie
don't
Izzard. I
remember.
can't wait to see an Eddie Izzard.
Eddie Izzard plays the camera guy. He plays the cinematographer.
Hilarious.
Oh,
He's not
Carrie.
funny.
Oh, that guy. Carrie Elwes. Elwes.
Carrie Elwes is in it,
Ah,
yes,
Princess
he's in it
Diary.
too.
Yeah, he's in it.
The
Fun
Claw.
fact.
Looking at it right now.
I made Schwartz watch Princess Diaries for the first time.
Yes,
Wow.
underwhelming like most of those 80s movies.
What
are,
are you
but it was
talking
good.
about?
Great
And the
movie. If I
fact
would have
that you
saw it
had-
when I was young, it would have been great.
The fact that you had never seen it
It was funny.
blows my mind. When I talked to him about it, he was like, "It's the Disney movie. This is not Princess Diaries. This is Princess Bride."
And Hathaway's
good.
big break, Princess Diaries 1 through 3.
Andre the Giant, baby.
The Princess
Yeah.
Bride is one of the
The guy
greatest movies
with
of all
the
time.
the guy with the scars, and the Mato Batoya Montalban, or what his name was.
Amigo Montoya.
Yeah, that guy
No.
was awesome.
Yes, my name is
Yeah.
Inigo Montoya. You killed my father.
And what's
Prepare
that
to
dude?
die.
The dude that does Despicable or whatever that guy. That Inconceivable. What's that guy's name? Like Wallace something? Rupert Wallace?
Yeah,
or
it's like
something?
it's Rupert Wallace. I believe that is his
Yeah.
fucking name, and I'm not sure he's done much else after that.
He's done He's always like a little bit part kind of guy. He's in good shit. He's in good stuff.
He reminds me of.
He was in Clueless.
He reminds me of who's the dad that plays the dad in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Rick Moranis.
He reminds me of Moranis.
Who does?
Moranis got
like
punched.
an older version
Who
of
does?
Moranis.
The guy
Rupert
from
Wallace
Princess
or
Bride, the
whatever.
guy that goes inconceivable.
Oh,
feel like I'm saying that
the
guy's
teacher
name.
from Clueless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was the dad in Clueless.
No, he's the teacher. Dan Hedaya is the dad.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Clueless.
Dan Hedaya
Clueless
is
is a
the-
good movie.
Dude,
Clueless is
Clueless is
great.
the first movie I
Have
saw
you-
in theaters without an adult.
I haven't
Have
seen it
you
in a long
guys
time,
been?
but still.
Ooh.
That's a great movie. That was a good
I think the
experience.
first movie I went with, the first movie that I remember, like my dad buying me tickets and then like letting us go in was Freddy versus Jason.
Ooh, good one.
Good
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Good movie. And fun fact, we went in, whoever I was going in with, we went into the wrong theater. So we watched the last 15 minutes of the movie and we were like, man, this movie starts fucking strong. Like Freddy versus Jason. They really go at it right in the beginning, you know, and
I
then
mean, you
credits roll.
walked into the movie. How did you not realize the movie?
Because we were coming in late. We were like, ah, shit, we're
Thought
like
it just
5
started.
minutes late. You know, it just started.
Oh,
I was like, this
That's
movie starts
really funny.
strong.
that's really
And then
funny.
the credits rolled and we're like, ah, shit. So I think we ended up, I feel like we
The
ended up
movie's
just
real short too.
going and seeing the movie. We either went and saw it again or saw the movie that we paid for. I don't know, because we went and paid for a different movie, obviously.
I used to go to this movie theater in Tom's River called the Seacourt, and we would go in. We would pay for one movie that would start at like 11 a.m. and we would time it. We'd be like, all right, well, when this movie ends, what other movie can we sneak into that we can just see after? And we'd see like 2 movies. And I think the most versatile double feature I ever saw. All right, this is pretty crazy now. All right.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Romeo and Juliet,
I'm
starring
sitting
Leonardo
down.
DiCaprio, and Set It Off, starring Queen Latifah. I saw those movies back to back.
Set it off. Is that,
Set It
is that
Off.
a
It's
robbery
great
movie?
I don't really remember
Great
that.
1-2 punch right there.
I haven't seen that
Great
movie,
1-2
but
punch.
I think Brandon Garrett told me to watch that movie.
Gary Gray film, pretty good.
I want to watch that movie. Number 1, love Queen Latifah.
Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett, Vivica A. Fox.
It's streaming.
and
That's
somebody
streaming somewhere. That's
Yeah,
streaming somewhere.
a
That
pretty
should be
good
our
movie.
next movie.
We could watch that.
That should be our next movie. Set
Our
it
next
off.
movie is Shadow of the Vampire. We could do that after that though.
We'll see.
Next movie, set it off.
Yeah.
Shadow of the Vampire.
Set It Off the Vampire Shadow.
Shadow of the Vampire. Hold on.
Set
If
off
it's-
the
if it's more than $5 on Amazon to rent, it's not going to be our next movie.
We're
I'm
watching
sick of buying
Shadow
a
of
fucking
the
$20
Vampire.
movie to watch.
Yeah, blame that on Jake. He could have fucking totally seen that and be like, sorry, guys.
It's a
we
good
gotta pick
movie,
something
though.
else.
This is a good movie. I would
Too
pay
late.
$20 to have this movie in my collection.
That's
Yep,
crazy.
I agree.
That's crazy.
Set.
Your guys' collections
it
must be
off.
sad.
My collection's ridiculous. I'll show it to you one day.
My
it's
collection's
amazing.
good. This is a great
Set
addition
Set
to
off
it.
is free.
I got a good one going.
$3.99.
your
Queen
steaky ones.
Latifah, I will pay $3.99 to watch Ms. Latifah and
I
Vivica
think
A.
it's
Fox,
streaming. I think
Jada
it's streaming.
Pinkett Smith, Blair
Go to
Underwood.
IMDb, it'll
Blair,
tell
wait,
you if
hold
it's
on.
streaming.
Blair Underwood's a dude. I thought that
Yeah.
was a country music female star.
That's Blair Under the Hoof.
Under
Underwood.
Hoof. It's a cow
Underwood.
thing.
It's Under Hoof. All
Yeah.
right.
No,
I gotta
I'm into this
skedaddle.
movie. I'm into this movie. I will watch this one. Set it off. So next week, set it off. Watch us. Listen,
Wait,
watch the
whoa,
movie.
Hold on. We're doing Set It Off
No,
or fucking Shadow of the Vampire.
We're doing Shadow of the Vampire before
Okay,
Set It Off. For
That's
sure.
what I thought.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll
Right.
change by the time this comes out.
I forgot.
Max
what we were
Schwartz
doing.
got to exit the convo.
Did you know that there was a remake to Set It Off? 2021.
Set It Off again.
Set It Off too. Set It Off here.
Nope, it's Set It Off. Jeremiah Smith and Maximilio Garcia, directed by
Oh.
Jermaine Smith. Jermaine Smith.
Was it a remake or a sequel?
It will be a TBD. TBD.
They're like, listen, we're not
TBD.
sure yet. It's gonna be one of them.
TBD, dude. Starring Jermaine Smith, Kevin Ramirez, and Maximilio Garcia. Set It Off. Looks like dudes though. So watch the OG. Set It Off. 1996, starring Jada Smith, Queen Latifah, and Vivica A. Watch that. Listen to us on wherever you get podcasts.
Still
we'll do
very
that.
unclear
Listen,
of which movie we're doing
listeners,
next.
we'll
We're
do
not
that.
doing
Shadow
We'll
of
do
the
that.
Vampire,
We'll do-
not
we're
Set It
doing-
Off.
We'll
Anthony,
do Set It
stop
Off
looping
one
back
day.
to Set It Off. You keep
We'll
going back
do
to
Set It Off one day.
It's not
So
happening.
watch Set It Off.
Still
but we
very
won't do that.
unclear.
Unsure if we will actually do Set It Off at all in the future. Shadow of the
We could
Vampire,
do it.
as of now, is next episode. Set It Off is not the next episode. Let's just be clear on that.
Yeah. All right.
Set It Off.
All right, next episode, Shadow of the Vampire,
Vampire.
1990, 2000, starring
2000. Produced by
John
Nicolas
Malkovich,
Cage.
Willem
Produced by the
Dafoe,
Nicolas Cage.
Udo Kier, Carrie Lewis.
Disregard everything you just heard. Instead of Shadow of a Vampire, we are now watching Baby Driver. Watch Edgar Wright's Baby Driver, then listen to us next week. Thank you for listening to us this week, and shout out to the Big Cat.